The imposing walls of Jerusalem rise against the harsh, unforgiving sky. Dust and heat shimmer, distorting the ancient stones, hinting at the simmering tension within. Sunlight beats down on the ramparts, where soldiers stand as silent sentinels. Their faces are etched with worry, a stark reflection of the unseen threats lurking beyond the walls. Each soldier stands vigilant, their gaze fixed on the horizon, a silent promise of protection. The ancient walls stand as a stark barrier, protecting against the unknown dangers lurking beyond. Under the harsh daylight, an immense Assyrian camp sprawls across the landscape, a testament to military might. An endless sea of 185,000 Assyrian soldiers prepares with grim determination, their metal armor glinting under the sunday. Each soldier stands ready, a cog in the relentless war machine, their faces hardened by endless campaigns. Towering above the ranks, the Assyrian generals survey their forces, their expressions etched with cruelty and disdain. Their eyes fixate on the distant city, a silent promise of destruction and conquest hanging heavy in the air. Inside the Jerusalem temple, candlelight dances across the solemn face of King Hezekiah as he kneels in fervent prayer. The sacred space glows softly, illuminating the king's intense devotion. Surrounding him, priests stand as sentinels of faith, their faces etched with concern. Their voices rise in unison, a powerful chorus of supplication echoing through the hallowed halls. The air is thick with hope and desperation, every word a plea against the encroaching darkness. Under the harsh sun, the Assyrian general, a figure of imposing menace, faces the towering Jerusalem walls. His voice, amplified by the vast expanse, booms across the ancient city, carrying the weight of scorn and impending doom. The Rabshakeh's words are a calculated assault, each syllable a hammer blow against the morale of the besieged. His presence alone is a declaration of war, a taunt designed to shatter the spirit of those who dare to resist. Inside King Hezekiah's chambers, the air hangs heavy with dread. Hezekiah tears at his royal robes, a raw display of anguish and despair. The sound of ripping fabric echoes in the silent chamber, a physical manifestation of his inner turmoil. His hands clench around a scroll, the weight of the Assyrian king's demands heavy in his grasp. The parchment crinkles, a stark reminder of the blasphemies it contains. Overwhelmed, Hezekiah's face is a mask of grief and desperation. In the heart of the Jerusalem temple, Hezekiah stands before the altar, the weight of his unspoken fears heavy in the air. With reverence, he slowly unrolls the ancient scroll, the parchment whispering secrets of old. Flickering candlelight dances across the temple's stones, casting long, animated shadows that mirror his inner turmoil. The light illuminates the sacred text, each symbol a plea etched in history. Though his voice is firm, a tremor betrays the desperation in his soul as he prepares to speak. Hezekiah's silent prayer hangs in the air, a beacon of hope amidst the looming darkness. In Jerusalem, the night air is thick with dread as people huddle behind closed doors. Silent prayers rise like whispers against the encroaching darkness. Fear casts a pall over the ancient city, its weight palpable in every shadow. Torches flicker weakly, their light struggling against the overwhelming gloom, painting the scene with long, dancing shadows. The Assyrian camp spreads wide under the night sky, a canvas dotted with the orange glow of countless campfires. Boisterous laughter erupts from the soldiers, their confidence echoing through the darkness, a stark prelude to their anticipated triumph. Grim-faced sentries march along the camp's edge, their spears catching the firelight in sharp, fleeting glints. The air vibrates with the anticipation of war, a palpable tension hanging heavy over the sprawling encampment. Jerusalem sleeps under a blanket of night, unaware of the celestial event about to unfold. A blinding light pierces through the darkness, descending from the heavens with otherworldly intensity. The ethereal glow casts long, eerie shadows across the ancient city, hinting at a presence unseen. An oppressive sense of dread begins to seep into the atmosphere, a silent harbinger of change. The city slumbers on the precipice of destiny, oblivious to the divine intervention above. Under the cloak of night, an Assyrian camp sleeps, unaware of the silent terror about to descend. A wave of unseen death sweeps through the tents, claiming its victims without a sound. Soldiers crumple to the earth, their bodies betraying no struggle, their last moments stolen. Their faces, masks of frozen terror, bear witness to the unseen horror that gripped them in their final breath. Dawn breaks over the Assyrian camp, painting the horizon with the promise of a new day, yet casting long, mournful shadows. A landscape of absolute devastation stretches before us, marred by the silent testament of 185,000 fallen. Bodies lie strewn across the camp, their stillness amplifying the eerie silence that smothers the scene. The absence of sound is deafening, a haunting requiem for a world consumed by war. The first rays of dawn paint the ancient Jerusalem walls with a fragile hope, a stark contrast to the scene below. Cautiously, the city gates creak open, and the people emerge, their faces etched with fear and a desperate yearning for what's left. Below, the landscape reveals a tapestry of devastation, a grim testament to the horrors unleashed during the night. Eyes widen in disbelief. Breaths hitch in shocked silence as they witness the extent of the carnage. A silent acknowledgement of the impossible permeates the air, heavy with the weight of what they have seen and survived. Under the pale dawn sky, Assyrian soldiers return to their camp, unaware of the horror that awaits. A chilling discovery. Their comrades lie lifeless, the scene a tableau of death amidst the tents. Terror explodes in their eyes as the grim reality sinks in, shattering the morning calm. Panic-stricken, the soldiers scatter, their disciplined ranks dissolving into a chaotic flight from the cursed camp. Inside the Jerusalem temple, Hezekiah raises his voice, leading the people in a resonant song of praise. The temple vibrates with the powerful harmony of voices, gratitude echoing through the sacred space. A palpable sense of relief washes over the crowd, their faces radiant with renewed hope. The collective song swells, a symphony of deliverance reverberating through the ancient walls. Beneath the unforgiving sun, Sennacherib leads the remnants of his once mighty army in a desperate retreat. Dust billows around the weary soldiers, each step a testament to their crushing defeat. Sennacherib's face, a mask of humiliation, reflects the shattered dreams of conquest. The once proud banners of Assyria hang limp, mirroring the broken spirit of the retreating troops. Each fallen step echoes the heavy cost of ambition, now swallowed by the vast, indifferent landscape. Years later, inside the Assyrian palace, Sennacherib kneels in false devotion before the idol Nisroch, shadows twisting around him in the torchlight. From the depths of the temple, Adramelech and Sharezer emerge, their expressions hardened by grim intent. Their hands tighten around the hilts of their drawn swords, the steel glinting ominously in the flickering light. A silent, deadly promise hangs in the air as the sons prepare to betray their father under the gaze of a false god. In the heart of the Assyrian palace, shadows dance across the imposing altar. Adramelech and Sharezer, faces grim with purpose, raise their weapons high. A swift, decisive strike, Sennacherib falls, his lifeblood staining the ancient stone. His lifeless body lies prostrate before the cold, unyielding idol, a stark testament to betrayal. Adramelech and Sharezer vanish into the darkness, leaving behind a palace steeped in blood and silence. Under a blazing sun, dust chokes the air as Assyrian soldiers lay siege to Lachish, their shadows stretching long across the ravaged land. The gruesome efficiency of war unfolds as swords clash against shields, the metallic ringing echoing with each brutal strike. Screams of civilians pierce the din of battle, a chorus of despair rising from the heart of the crumbling city. Lachish burns, its buildings collapsing in fiery ruin, a testament to the relentless assault of the Assyrian forces. Sunlight floods into the ancient Jerusalem library, motes of dust swirling in golden shafts. A scholar in his mid-40s sits hunched over ancient texts, his tired eyes reflecting intense concentration. His ink-stained fingers delicately trace the faded words on brittle parchment, seeking answers in history's echo. He uncovers records, a revelation dawning as he confirms the biblical account. A slow, deliberate nod crosses his face, sealing his understanding of the profound discovery. Under the vast, unforgiving sky, the formidable walls of Jerusalem rise, testaments to resilience and faith. Each stone whispers tales of survival, a bulwark against the endless desert, reflecting the indomitable spirit within. Sunlight glints off the newly rebuilt ramparts, a beacon of hope in a land scarred by conflict. The walls stand strong, an imposing barrier that promises sanctuary and peace to those within its embrace. A symbol of divine protection, the city radiates an aura of invincibility, ready to face whatever the future may hold. Jerusalem, a fortress of faith, stands defiant against the horizon, its story etched in every stone. Beneath a sky of scorching intensity, a lone traveler falters across the seemingly endless expanse of the desert. Hope flickers as the traveler's gaze falls upon an ancient clay artifact, half buried in the sun-baked earth. The artifact, known as the Taylor Prism, whispers tales of Sennacherib's siege, its cuneiform script a window into the past. Intrigue deepens as the traveler notices a glaring omission within the prism's detailed account. The conquest of Jerusalem, a victory one would expect to be celebrated, is notably absent from the ancient record. Sunlight floods the museum hall, each ray highlighting the age and secrets held within its walls. Anna, a historian with eyes full of purpose, sits absorbed in the echoes of the past. Her fingers dance across the weathered pages of Herodotus, each touch a bridge to ancient times. The leather-bound book lies open before her, its Greek script whispering tales of empires and plagues. Concentration etches lines into her brow as she deciphers the account of a devastating plague. She pauses, pen in hand, capturing the grim details of the Assyrian army's demise in her notes. Inside the ancient Jerusalem temple, a modern congregation gathers, their faces illuminated by soft, reverent light. They listen intently, each expression a mirror of deep contemplation and spiritual connection. The sermon recounts the events of 701 BC. A voice echoes through the sacred space, carrying tales of a time fraught with peril. A time when shadows loomed large, testing the very foundations of faith and resilience. The weight of history settles upon them as the story unfolds, a reminder of their ancestors' unwavering devotion. In the heart of Jerusalem, past and present converge, bound by the enduring power of belief. In a fleeting vision of heaven, light shimmers across an endless battlefield. Michael, a celestial warrior of immense power, stands at the forefront, his face resolute. Angels with wings of fire and light rally behind him, their eyes blazing with divine purpose. They charge forward, a radiant army against unseen, formidable forces. A battle of cosmic scale unfolds, a clash between light and shadow in the heart of eternity. Under the bright sun, Jerusalem emerges, a modern city teeming with life. The city pulses with energy, a testament to its enduring spirit. Jerusalem stands tall, a beacon of resilience against the clear sky. The camera captures the city's expansive skyline, a symbol of divine favor. The vibrant metropolis unfolds, a harmonious blend of history and modernity.